Let me catch y'all up on the chaos that erupted at the Diddy trial, but it wasn't inside the courtroom. It was chaos that erupted outside the courtroom. This entire situation, the super messy, kicked off when a reporter at the Diddy trial called Secret Service Sam, when he reported that Diddy long-term bodyguard Gene Deal knocked out another reporter who's at the Diddy trial.
Patriot, Secret Service Sam here, just stepping out of the court building for a moment. We had a 10-minute recess. Here is something that not a lot of people are talking about. Gene Deal was here at the court building. I interviewed him in the elevator, and then shortly after that, he got into an altercation with a YouTuber, a friend of mine now who I know, called D-Not. D-Not was harassing him the day before, calling him all these names, calling him Uncle Phil. There's a video you can see, and apparently he punched out and knocked out D-Not yesterday to the point where they told Gene Deal not to come back for a few days. No arrests were made or anything, but I don't know. And I just saw D-Not a little bit ago trying to get into the main courtroom. And I think he was in the overflow. So I got to go talk to him. Maybe I'll get an interview for you guys. But I just wanted to drop that on you. Gene Deal knocked out YouTuber D-Not, okay? There was an altercation. And like I said, I don't know whose fault it was. No arrests were made. But Gene was asked to take a couple days off from the case. So that's a little drama. I got more coming to you.
This was not a surprise to me specifically. Because if you've seen videos of the Diddy trial, is nothing but chaos outside. It's literal turmoil, bro. It's the wild, wild west. There's one lady who import ash, put it on her lip so it looks white, got a clown wig on. She comes in nude. And she's outside harassing people. I've seen her confirm Myron from Fresh and Fit. So it's the literal wild, wild west out there. So Gene Deal, Diddy bodyguard, knocking somebody out to be isn't really surprising. It's on par and on brand with what I've been seeing since this trial started. But him knocking out Denot was shocking because Denot is not no punk now. Denot is not a little man. He's slim, but he's a little sturdy. And Denot is somebody who a lot of people know from Clubhouse. There's a couple of audio clips that's gone viral of him and Whack 100 having a discussion. He's from the trenches or the dark side of Clubhouse or whatever it's called. So he's pretty well known. So for him to get knocked out, a lot of people were shocked. Nobody really questioned the reporting, to be honest, because Denot and Gene Deal had a couple of run-ins that I thought would have led to violence or a physical altercation. Denot was essentially trolling Gene Deal because he interviewed somebody on his YouTube channel that levied their own allegations against Gene Deal. So Denot's whole perspective is, how was Gene Deal calling out Diddy in these interviews and coming to this Diddy trial to call out Diddy, but he has his own allegations?
Gene, if you've seen all of that and was at puppy parties,
Don't play with me, bro.
And you the same size as Uncle Phil, and you the same size as Professor Ogilvy, and you the same size as Lucien Griez, Clive Davis. Why you want us to believe that you weren't at them parties participating in that behavior, Gene? We heard everything you got to say on the line, Gene. Gene, are you a victim of Diddy? Guy that said in 2004, you was at a party with P. Diddy and you held him down with 2 minor kids. I did an interview with him on my YouTube last night. What do you have to say about that, Gene? What about Ryan Pittman? What about what you did to Ryan Pittman? What about Ryan Pittman, Gene Deal? I interviewed him last night. He said you was at a puffy party.
She was good.
You gave him E-pills, and he held 2 minors down, as well as him, Gene. I interviewed him on my YouTube last night, Gene. He filed a lawsuit.
Right. You when you get inside.
Right.
You coming back in, right?
Gene,
I'll see you when you get inside.
You coming back out?
Diddy ain't do it. Diddy ain't do it. That's allegedly.
I got a lot of love for the independent journalists who are outside in New York at this Diddy trial, boots on the ground, getting information, educating the public. But I do believe there's a way to do this. And if maybe Denot would have confronted him once, asked the questions, recorded it, and then, just kind of let it go. But from people that was there, including a lady who confronted Denot, she would claim that Denot was harassing Gene Deal even inside the building. That Denot didn't just stop with the harassment outside the building. And to me, that's not cool, right? To me, it's at some point, it's harassment, bro. At some point, you are going too far if you continue to follow this dude, camera in his face, asking him questions, and he's making it perfectly clear, bro, he has no interest in engaging with you. To me, that's wrong.
What did I do? What did you do to him first inside the courtroom? Lady. What did you do to Mr. Gene Deal inside the courtroom right before my eyes? And why did I have to get in your face like this and tell you to step back from him? Why did I have to stand in front of Mr. Deal behind me and tell you to back up off of him?
Because it was 2 men handling business.
And then what happened? But what happened?
That's for me to know.
But what did you do? So why are you not telling the truth? My name is Candor. I'm transparent. I'm true. Candor.
I can't.
But you didn't have the same energy with him when he came outside either.
When he came outside, he left.
Man, get out of here.
He left. He left, yo. What are you talking?
Denat's a good dude, man. And I know Denat heart probably is in the right place. He did the interview with a guy who's claiming that Gene Deal held him down and helped Diddy take advantage of him. So Denat is probably thinking Gene Deal is a monster. I'm speaking up for a victim. His heart is in a good place, yo. But especially in this business, man, yo, one interview, bro, can't be enough for you to completely take somebody's word and in your mind convict somebody before they've even had their just due in court. So you treating like Gene Deal as if he's this predator, this creep that's already been convicted is crazy, right? This man shouldn't be, being stalked and harassed, man. Now, Gene Deal and Denat had a heated exchange outside where Gene Deal told Denat, hey, bro, you run up on me again, I'm going to knock you out.
You can't. I'm not the type of dude that you can come up on like
Bro,
this.
listen. We out here
What
get
kind of content?
You're not going to tell me what to do.
You can't come up on me.
Bro, listen.
If you come up on me, I'm going to knock you out.
That's what I said.
You gonna
That's
do
what
what?
I said. That's what I said.
Bro.
That's what I said. No, bro. I said I'm a miss. You're going to misgender me now? Now it's anti-Asian because I'm Asian. So now you harassing me. I am protected by anti-Asian hate.
Go down the road
Now
with
you
that.
misgenderizing.
All of this played out on TikTok for everybody to see. And it felt like Denat was overstepping his boundaries. So when people heard the white man, Secret Service Sam, when he reported that Denat got knocked out, people were celebrating. It was a holiday. It felt like, yes, a troll got knocked out. It felt like somebody who was looking for problems found the problems that they were looking for. And people were very happy about this news. However, Denat had a very big issue with the reporting. Because the reporting was, after this particular warning that Gene Deal gave Denat the following day, Denat came back, harassed Gene Deal, and Gene Deal knocked him out. However, Denat will say that's not true at all. And when Denat seen the rumors going around on social media and it getting millions of views that he got knocked out, Denat took a big problem with that. And when he came back, he actually confronted Secret Service Sam.
Where's this white man at? Hey, sir. How you doing?
I'm good. So what happened?
What you want to tell me?
I'm
What
not
happened?
the one who started the rumor. People
Who
told me.
started the rumor?
I don't remember who it was,
But you got a platform with how many millions of people?
Not millions. I got a 500,000 followers.
You got a 500,000
They told
followers.
me that you got into an altercation.
But
with
you
me.
see
That was
me.
it. I know. I didn't see you. I was trying to ask you.
1 second. You literally went live and said I was harassing Gene,
No,
right?
I didn't go live.
You
my live is
uploaded a
banned.
video
I
and
uploaded
said
it.
that I
Yes,
was harassing Gene.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did,
No, I didn't.
verbatim.
I thought the first thing out of his mouth would be, yo, why did you report I was knocked out? But he actually confronted Secret Service Sam for reporting that he harassed Gene Deal. And to me, that's undisputable, right? Like, that's not even something that's disputable. We watched it. We watched it not harass Gene Deal. We watched it not put the camera in Gene Deal's face and scream certain things at him. So I don't feel like that was in dispute. And I'm not even sure why Secret Service Sam was trying to work his way around that. He should probably say, yeah, I reported it because we watched it. It was on camera. Everybody's seen it. Now, Secret Service Sam, he appears to be super non-confrontational because even when Denat confronted him, he's like stammering. He sounded like Flacco a little bit. So then Denat started asking him about the knockout rumors. And then Denat started calling him a culture vulture.
I uploaded.
Why did you make all of these people believe that I got beat up and I got drugged and knocked out? You heard it, but I'm here. You could have asked me. You didn't ask me. You created that for clout, clicks, and views. The same way you said that Jay-Z and Diddy came to your house for clout, clicks, and views because you stay in black people's business. Diddy don't want to
Hold on. You're saying,
And you broke because you live over in New Jersey. You can't even afford to be over here on TikTok. Why is you creating rumors about black people though? Why is you in black people business? Black people took that, shared it on the blog.
The video is
black
on
people
my...
took it, shared it on the blog, and everybody had a field day with your lies last night.
Listen to me. The video of Rock Nation investigators who came...
Yeah, we know you lied. I believe you lied, and I do believe you got you a package. You got you a promotional marketing package on TikTok to become somebody, and now you here wishing Diddy would smell your pussy. That's what I get.
I wish Diddy would smell my pussy?
Yeah, that's what that's what it's giving. Because you was a problematic little short white man spreading lies around with them baby
Look
at your shoes.
You started our whole
Look at them with the public defender shoes. And I told you, if you played with me, you was going to get drugged for filth. And this is the start. You're going to get drugged every day. And I want to see you red like a lobster for playing with me.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think Secret Service Sam is a culture vulture for reporting on criminal cases. All right? I feel like that's a hard line we got to draw because culture vulture in hip-hop, we could probably have that conversation. Culture vulture for reporting on criminal cases, that's kind of crazy. However, I do agree with Denat, okay? If you didn't see me get knocked out, if there's no video of me getting knocked out, if there's no credible report of me getting knocked out, if you just heard I got knocked out from one person, don't report it. That's thirsty. You moving thirsty at that point, bro. So Denat to me is 100% justified to be upset because once you have 500,000 followers and you post I was knocked out and you come across as an authority of what's going on at the Diddy trial, now I'm getting calls. Now people attacking me. Now people making fun of me. Now the haters is rejoicing on Clubhouse. So Denat is 100% justified to be upset. But I don't feel like he can dispute that he was harassing Gene Deal from what we saw. Maybe Denat has another story that we didn't see and I would be happy to hear from him. But from what we saw, it looked like harassment. Now, Secret Service Sam will go back to his TikTok and he will actually reveal the source and the person who told him that Denat got knocked out.
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. So now I will let all of you know the controversy here between Gene Deal, Denat, and now myself. Now, first off, I would like to say I did report that Denat got knocked out by Gene Deal. I did not have that factually checked, so I apologize about that for the misreporting. But that said, let's go and tell from Charlie, who wrote to me, and this is his account of what happened as an eyewitness. Tisa Tells was sitting on the steps in front of the court on live giving her recap. By the way, Tisa Tells is amazing. She's here on TikTok, YouTube. She is the sweetest, most beautiful, most intelligent, just a monarch butterfly in a world of dragons. You know what I mean? She's just such a good person. And so I want to give you that context because this boiled my blood. Gene came up behind Tisa, smiling in the background on camera, and Tisa stood up to talk to Gene. You can see this video, but Denat is in the background continually interrupting their interview. When she stood up to talk to Gene, Denat, or whatever his name is, started yelling at Gene and asking him to admit something. Tisa and Gene were trying to ignore him and do the live. Denat was so loud and belligerent that Gene just said he was going to go inside and that he would talk to Tisa after court was over. Tisa sat back down and tried to continue the live, and Denat proceeded to harass and at one point even threatened Tisa to the point where Tisa had to ask her security to keep him away from her. She looked like she was distraught, wanted to cry, but she got herself together and did an excellent job of giving her recap as usual. There are also several videos on her showing Denat getting loud and belligerent with the elderly woman who is in front. Now, in fairness to Denat, that woman in front is, she does that. So all the rocks are not always potentially there, but I won't pass too much judgment. Anyway, as well as another video of him harassing Gene after court. If you haven't seen that video, what started, Denat was calling Gene, like, hey, Gene, what's going on? You know, you look like Uncle Phil. He was roasting him, okay? Just saying all these different names, and Gene was not down with it the first interaction. The second interaction, he was talking to Gene, and Gene said, if you step to me, I will knock you out, okay? You can go watch that video. So now, Tisa, as well as another video, of him harassing Gene after court, and Tisa got in and started trying to talk to Gene for another interview. He's there working on behalf of the defendant, and his demeanor is not helping the defendant's cause at all. Another, Tiffany Lacrease, said exactly, I was on Tisa's live during this. So, some altercation we believe happened. What I've been told is that Donat's wrist bracelet was ripped off by Gene Deal. That is what has been confirmed to me. But that is all I know. If somebody has more information or
nothing about that says that Donat got knocked out. That Donat got knocked out cold. He got beat up. It felt like Donat was probably recording. Gene Deal probably swiped for the phone, but instead grabbed the bracelet and it fell to the ground or got ripped off. But that doesn't say that Donat got knocked out. So I can understand Donat being really upset, man. But there's a lot of drama going on outside of Diddy trial, inside of Diddy trial. I'm going to keep you guys updated, man. Let me know in the comment section, man. Do you guys feel like Donat went too far with how he dealt with Gene Deal? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, man, to find out how Diddy may be in trouble again after being exposed for committing another crime while on trial. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.